Hello, this is wmpyr. I just watched Season 1, Episode 5 of Fight Quest. This is the episode where they go to France and they go train in savate. This was a very interesting episode for me. I've seen it many times and I actually really like this one. Partially because the style is, it kind of holds a special place for me personally. Back in high school when I was already doing martial arts and stuff, I was interviewed. And I remember in that interview I said that I was very interested in various styles of martial arts, and I just wanted to study as many as I could, including styles like savate. And then the guy misinterpreted, or he just flat out lied, and he printed out that I had trained in savate. So I was kind of like, dude, I didn't say that. And basically since then, fortunately, in my college years I was able to train and meet with a guy who used to be an assistant trainer at a place where they were a Salem Asili affiliate. So I thought that was really, really cool. So I got some savate training for real, and I was really happy about that. By that time I had some Muay Thai background, and the savate style was very interesting. At first I thought the savate was basically just like, it's kickboxing, so it's kind of like Muay Thai without the elbows and knees. That was all that I really had to much to say about it. Maybe that those guys kind of emphasize more on the kicking, but other than that, it's just really kickboxing. Boy, was I wrong. There's actually lots of techniques, and the strategy is quite different. And so anyway, I think savate can also be divided into maybe 2 or 3 types of savate, and one is you have the sport where it looks like kickboxing, and they wear the leotards and stuff like that. 2, I think there's the old school sport version where they have certain types of shoes, and it looks maybe more like a cross between kickboxing and fencing. And then 3, I think, is the street style. And lucky for me, I kind of trained, the guy who trained me had knowledge about all 3 of what I just said right now, and he was able to show me some of the more street stuff, which I was very interested in, which is like using the boots, basically the art of kicking with boots, essentially. And and also they go into the cane and sticks and stuff like that, which we didn't do. For us, it was just the hand-to-hand stuff, really. And anyway, I found it very fascinating. It was fun training. I enjoyed it a lot, actually. So watching this episode, first of all, let me say, watching these guys, Jimmy and Doug, you think, oh man, they have an awesome job. How many people would just love to have that kind of job? But the question is, how many people can do what they do, and how many people can really actually, go through and agree to, yes, I will spar, I will, have a match at the end and stuff like that. I will travel there and in 1 week go through this grueling training, and all the training almost seems like it's not, I don't think it's like necessarily the real training that you do. It's for TV, it's a little bit more intense. I think it's almost like a hazing, I would say, which I've actually experienced in some martial arts schools. You go there, it's your first day, and they're extra hard on you just because you're the new guy, or you might be a little cocky, or whatever. Maybe they're scared of you, and they give you an extra hard intro. And I feel like that's what they go through every episode. So that's very rough. The first thing is, my first impression is when I see these 2 guys, they are fit. Their fitness is beyond mine. I have no problem admitting it, and I admire these 2, and I'd like to get to a fitness close to their level. The other thing is, skill-wise, I feel like I'm somewhere in between the 2. I feel like Jimmy is a lot more skilled than Doug, but like as far as like MMA goes, I feel like I'm definitely below Jimmy, but I feel like I would be above Doug for sure. And Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu wise, I feel definitely that Jimmy would wipe the floor with me, and Doug, I feel like it's just not, he's not at my level is all I have to say. I'm sure he's tough and everything, but it's just a size difference too. I'm actually in between the 2 of them size-wise as well. But as far as traditional martial arts go, I feel like I have a lot more knowledge and skill than both of them, actually. That's just my background, you know. But fitness-wise, damn, these guys definitely much better than me. So it's something I really admire. And, you know, if you have good fitness and you have a good attitude, then you probably can go to almost any martial arts school, and regardless of style, and do fine. And for me, that was a very important thing that I actually, at one point, I think it was during my college years, that actually became my goal. At first, when I got into martial arts, I was just like, I just want to be able to just to kick butt in a street fight. But then that slowly changed to no matter what style I train in, no matter what school I go to, that I was going to be all right. In other words, I was going to be a good student. That became my goal, you know, and that would just make for a funner experience, just traveling, you know, and experiencing different styles and stuff. So, and that's pretty much what this show is. And Frank, it was a savate legend, and he was coaching Jimmy. He was the dude that came in, is super intense, and landed the liver kick and everything, and really hurt Jimmy with that. The guy was like mega intense. What do I think about this guy? I think he was really old school. Do I think he did it to purposely hurt Jimmy? I think, as crazy as this sounds, I think there was an old school lesson to there. And I don't know if the backstory has anything to do with Human Weapon. That other show, they also, I believe, went to France and visited the savate schools, and I don't know, they came out like kind of easy from that experience, that maybe, you know, the French people, the savate schools there, were like, next time we get another visitor, we're gonna make things a little bit more difficult, and we're gonna get our respect. I don't know if that's what happened, but I think Frank, in a very harsh but still good intentions, I think he landed that liver kick. And after that, Jimmy was like, I need to really watch this kick. And so I feel that he really benefited in that sense. It's just, it was a pretty harsh lesson there. But at the same time, this is fighting. You know, this is martial arts, you know, martial arts and war. So, you know, you are going to get bruises. You are going to get injuries. You are, if you don't, you know, I just never heard of martial arts training where this kind of thing doesn't happen, unless it's not, you're not really training enough, or too soft or something like that. You know, it's, I hate to say it, and I really don't like it, but injury and you know, getting messed up is part of the sport, should I say, or part of the art. You know, so I just admire, because I was just thinking like they had to go in and spar at the end, and the sparring looked pretty hard. On some of the other episodes, I'm not sure about Fight Quest, but on some of the Human Weapon type episodes, it looks really like an exhibition match. It looks like they're going pretty light. I guess in some of them, obviously harder than others. And in this one, it looked to me like they were going pretty hard. And me personally, if I was asked to do that, I don't know if I would accept it. You know, I would be like, well, even if I win, I don't want to take a couple of shots to the head and worry about brain damage later. You know, so I think their job, I mean, these guys, both Human Weapon guys and Fight Quest guys, it's not an easy job. I mean, it's something that I would like to do, but it's a really rough job that they're doing, and it's awesome. It's awesome at the same time. So, but it definitely is not easy. So my hat goes off to them. The guy that Doug went against was supposed to be a former or current, at the time of the filming, an Olympian boxer, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not sure about that, because Doug was like dominating him with the hands. Savate-wise, obviously not, but you know, with the hands. So I was kind of like, I was a little confused about that. But anyway, I thought it was a good episode. Really fun to watch. I'm really digging the Fight Quest series. I know these are old stuff, but I like to revisit them from time to time again, and it gives me motivation and inspiration. So thank you for watching, and take care, folks.